This is 6.1 practice. Here's a triangle. They're telling you that these three segments inside are medians. So that means this. Let's just answer these questions. Find the distance from F to G if you know G to E is 8. If this is 8, this is 8. That's what those matching marks mean. Number 2, find the distance from D to H. That's this guy. If D to F is 10, so the whole thing's 10, and these two are the same, those two pieces would be 5. Number 3, D to I. If that's 7, how far is it from D to E? Well, if that's 7, the whole thing would be 14. In this triangle, they're telling you that those three segments inside are medians. So you know this. You also know that X is a centroid, and that's really important. We're going to find the distance from X to N. That's this little piece. If the distance from the centroid to the vertex is 26. Well, if this is 26, this is half of that. So it's 13. What is the distance from J to X? That's this big piece. If X to M is 25. If this is 25, this is twice as big. It's 50. Number 6. L to X. If that's 41, how far is it from X to O? Well, it would be half as big. So just divide by 2 and get 20.5. Just because you get a decimal doesn't mean you're wrong. New triangle, PQR. These three segments are medians. So we know these are the same length. We also know that's a centroid, so this is half the length of that, so on and so forth. What's the distance from Y to U? That's this little part. If R to U, that's the whole thing now, is 19.5. So this whole thing is 19.5. What's this little guy? Well, you might not be able to do this in your head, but you're going to divide it by 3, right? Maybe I can't do it in my head either. So we'll use a calculator. 19.5 divided by 3 gives you 6.5. That's how long that little piece is. Find Q to Y. That's this guy. If the whole thing is 24. Okay, well, I'm going to show you a couple different ways, just like we have in the past. If this is 24, I know this is 12. It's half as big. 24 plus 12 wait a minute. They're telling you this whole thing is 24. So if this whole thing is 24, this little piece is 8. So then this bigger piece, Q to Y, is 16. Okay, so what did you do there? Well, you started with the whole thing and you divided by 3. And after you divided by 3, you took it and multiplied by 2. So you're taking 2/3 of 24. If you can start to think that way, it'll save you a little bit of time. But doing it this way is the same thing. This number divided by 3 times 2 gives you 16. That's all that means. You're taking 2/3 of a number. Number 9, P to Y is 14.8. That's your longer portion. How far is it from Y to S? Well, this guy's half that length. So just do 14.8 divided by 2. Number 10, P to U is X plus 3. U to Q, 2X plus 17. These have the same marks. They're exactly the same length. So we'll subtract X from both sides, and then we'll add 17 to both sides.